Hello everybody and welcome back to Odin's movie blog. I am the critic who is a cynic. Hope you are doing well. Today we're going to be talking about a holiday classic, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and apparently it is a terrible, terrible movie and we should all hate it, at least according to the Huffington Post. So this is actually coming from the Daily Wire, a much better website than Huffington Post, because I didn't want to give them clicks. I didn't want to actually go to the Huffington Post story because, you know what, at the end of the day, I don't even want to give them the internet traffic. So don't go checking them out. Check out the Daily Wire instead. Much better, much better service right here. But anyway, it says on Wednesday, Huffington Post, warming up for its Christmas bashing season, as it loves to do, reissued a tweet from 2017 in which it attacked the TV classic Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, calling it problematic and citing tweets from viewers labeling Santa as a bigoted, exploitative prick, I think is the word that they go for, which I'm fine with saying, but I totally respect them for bleeping it out. HuffPo lambasted Rudolph's father as verbally abusive and a patriarchal nightmare, and the school coach as a bully. Yep, this is where we are now. Charlie Brown is racist because of reasons, and now once again, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, as well as many other Christmas classics, I'm sure that I would not be surprised if we pretty soon get, because you already attacked Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. How about you attack Charlie Brown Christmas? You know what's going to happen. You know it's going to be the next thing, because that's all they can do. All these NPCs can do is just say, oh my gosh, this is racist. Everything is racist unless it comes from me. Then, only then, is it not racist? Like, that's pretty much all they can do. They can, anything that you say to them, like, if I were to say quail, they would say, racist. If I were to say armadillo, they would say, you're sexist. And if I ask them why, oh, you asked me why? Oh, that's white privilege. Like, that's pretty much what we're dealing with today. If you say anything, it's racist or sexist. If you question it, if you ask why, if you ask for an explanation, they can't give you one, because all they can say is, oh, well, it's your white privilege. You just don't understand. And then if you're not an actual white person asking the questions, they say, oh, well, you're just the input any truly offensive term that you want, because you don't line up with because you don't line up with identity politics, because if you don't fit into their mold, if you don't fit into what they perceive reality to be, well, then you either, one, don't exist, or two, you are the one that's so brainwashed that in the end of the day, you are still feeling white privilege. Even if you're not white, you're still somehow fulfilling this magical, invisible thing called white privilege, because that's all they can do. All they can do is put out, again, everything is race, everything is sex, and so therefore everything is racist, sexist, etc. So anyway, titled Rudolph the Marginalized Reindeer. Oh, here we go. The video starts with other reindeer calling Rudolph names such as Fire Snout, Rainbow Puss, and Red Schnoz. Rudolph turns to them and cries, "Stop calling me names." As the video continues with scenes from the story, the screen reads, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is a holiday classic that returns to TV each holiday season, but lately viewers are noticing the tale may not be so jolly after all, and they're sharing their observations online. It actually is, because it's about a character who's being mistreated, being bullied, which is something that a lot of people can connect to. At the end of the day, coming and becoming the hero, overcoming the odds and becoming the hero, and guess what? Staying true to himself. So actually, I think that Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer should be a movie that they are, you know, proposing. I'm amazed. I'm amazed that they're not trying to say, oh, well, it's an allegory because obviously Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is gay and he's overcoming all of the obstacles and they're all accepting him. I'm surprised that they're not going with that direction. Instead, they're saying, oh, no, this is hateful. Just shut up. Just shut up. If there are any stories out there that you could probably take and try and adapt, I'm surprised that they haven't tried to take Rudolph and change the story around, and instead of it making him have a red nose. I wouldn't be surprised if they try and say, oh, look, he's someone who's trans, he's someone who believes that he's something that he's not, and oh, look, he's overcoming it, and they're all accepting him because he stayed true to who he was. I'm surprised that they haven't done that yet, but you know what? I say that, but at the end of the day, don't be surprised if they try doing it down the line, because that's just what they do. They love to take classic things and either attack them or repurpose them into something truly ridiculous. But that's just what they do. The screen then shows various tweets attacking the classic, with statements such as yearly reminder that hashtag Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is a parable on racism and homophobia, with Santa as a bigoted, exploitative prick. Or exploitative prick. Santa's operation is an HR nightmare and in serious need of diversity and inclusion training. Ah, yep, there we go. There we go. Yeah, instead of it just being about someone who is different, someone who is different, overcoming something, and in the end being accepted for his difference, because his difference really isn't all that bad to begin with, And just, leading with that, why is it that you always have to bring, oh my goodness. HuffPo continues. Former fans are pointing out that Rudolph's father verbally abuses him. Santa berates Donner for his son's nose. The school coach encourages bullying. Donner forbids his wife from joining the search for their son. Clarissa's dad is a bigot. Even the elf is an outcast for wanting to be a dentist. Yep, it's all about race and sex, right? The video concludes with one last tweet in which someone writes an appropriate bit of wisdom for hashtag Rudolph. It's good we don't fit in. It means that we aren't asshats. Asshats? Is that the word that you're trying to say there? It actually fits in perfectly. Asshat. I think that's what they try to say. There's nothing wrong with asshat. Asshat is a wonderful word. Ask John Boyega. He himself even said that's a great word. And thank you once again, John Boyega. I really did appreciate, just the verification, the fact that you acknowledge the acknowledgement of my existence. It just makes me feel so much better about myself, the fact that you did that. I really do appreciate it. So thank you again, man. But getting back to this, the holiday TV classic, again, is seriously problematic according to Huffington Post. Of course, HuffPo misses the point in the end. Rudolph is redeemed. The guilty parties apologize, and there's a happy ending. Exactly right. Exactly right, because at the end of the day, there are people in this world, and it doesn't always have to be about race or sex or sexual orientation or any of those things. It could be about pretty much anything, because guess what? We're all different. We're all unique, and there are some people that cannot take that. There are some people that cannot handle it. And so that's why this story is actually an amazing story to tell during this time of the year, when we can think back on ourselves, think to ourselves, do I treat someone this way? Am I treated this way possibly? Because this can give strength. It can give courage. It could also even provide enlightenment to certain people saying, hey, you know what? I actually treat somebody like that, and I probably shouldn't. Now, there's some things and some qualities about people that maybe shouldn't be promoted. Sure, absolutely. But for the most part, when it comes to like regular, high school bullying, as someone who sees it on a daily basis, for the most part, it's over little things that really don't matter, things that, really shouldn't be treated the way that they are. And so maybe this is the kind of story that could give someone who's being treated that way hope, or maybe be the thing that wakes up somebody who may be treating someone like that. But instead of talking about it, instead of being positive, instead of, talking about it in that way and how beautiful the story actually is and how much help it can provide people, no, let's attack it. Let's just say, oh no, it's obviously about this, and oh no, it's obviously this and this. It's just so ridiculous. Still, it's awfully thoughtful for HuffPo to be so concerned about the welfare of children watching the show. Awfully compassionate for HuffPo to be worried about the deleterious effects of such depraved entertainment, especially because HuffPo runs pieces that show how much they care about the innocence of children, like this one from March 2018, in which the author says, make every class sex education. Yes. So once again, we see, and again, you can be on any side of the political aisle and know that Huffington Post is very much a one-sided organization. They try and act like they're not, but guess what? They are. I mean, I'm sorry. It's like me saying the Daily Wire is a liberal rag. If I were to say that, you would say, are you kidding me? And even the people writing would say, no, come on, man. No. Huffington Post is what it is, but people try and act like it's real news, when in reality, at least this tries to say, hey, here's what they said. Here's also what they said. Let's provide full context. Unlike Huffington Post that says, oh, this is race sexist. We're not going to explain why or how, but it is because we said it, because we feel it, therefore it's true, because feelings equal truth. Because that's the world that we live in now. Feelings equal truth. If I feel, therefore I am. When in reality, I am, therefore I am. That's what the truth really is. But again, we live in an age where people really don't care about the truth. They'd rather, again, get in their tiny little bubble, their tiny little safe space, and just imagine that the world is what they imagine it to be, instead of actually living in the real world and understanding, no, that's actually not how the world works. There are rules. There are certain laws that exist in nature that cannot be ignored. And yet, here we are, talking about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which should be a beautiful holiday classic that teaches all people of all various backgrounds about what it means to be good, about what it means to be, to be an individual. Instead of thinking about that, we're thinking about something else, because at the end of the day, Huffington Post doesn't really care about you, doesn't really care about children, as it's trying to proclaim. No, all it cares about is its own political messaging. Just as many, many, many NPC pieces in Hollywood and the media do into this very day. But anyway, guys, what are your thoughts about this? Do you think that this show is problematic? I honestly don't. It's just so ridiculous. But anyway, I would love to hear your thoughts on this. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. It helps me out a lot. Also, if you would like to see any live streams that I do, I try and do a few live streams every single week. Also, I'm trying to do some more vlogs. If you would like to see that kind of content, go check out my new channel, Welcome to Asgard. I know that it's kind of complicated, and I know that it's kind of weird, but at the end of the day, I think that it's going to be better for the channel overall because YouTube is already problematic to begin with to get any videos out there because of their algorithm, and to try and help with the algorithm, I'm trying to put any longer form content like live streams over on that channel, and also put shorter videos, which are what vlogs tend to be, on that channel as well to try and offset any algorithm issues. So I would really appreciate it. I'm gonna pin the channel and the link to the channel in the first comment to this video, so please go check it out. I would greatly appreciate it. If you like this video, again, hit that thumbs up, share it with somebody as well, because I think that this is kind of a message that needs to be attacked. Seriously, like, I just, oh my goodness, the fact that everything now is racist or sexist or problematic is just absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, have a great day, guys, and as always, God bless.